As my first video, I debated for a long time on how to set up the video itself. I came to the conclusion that I did not just want to sit there and have you see my face. So I picked random pictures from my phone and sat them up so your eyes can be as entertained as your ears. This video is going to be titled Contemplation of Perspective, as I want you to envision yourself as your own city. Every road leads to you. Some streets dead end, but still leave a mark upon your city. Everything in your life affects the city of you. Your love, your job, your attitude. And though a lot of roads lead out to never return, some roads you can turn around and come back and reflect on yourself. You have probably heard before many people saying, you cannot be happy until you are happy with yourself. But think about this for a moment. If you want to find your soulmate, if you want to find a friend, do those people really want to be with somebody that hinders their own happiness, that dwells on the sad and the unrest? As you find your journey, as you look into yourself and decide which road you are going to take, keep in mind that there are going to be people out there that test you, that will bring you down. There will be people out there that will hold you high and make you feel wonderful, only to gain something from you, only to gain everything that you have. Don't let people prey upon you. Don't let them take that energy, that light from you. Don't let them prey upon you financially. And don't let them take away your time that you have set aside for yourself, so you may reflect upon who you are and where you want to go. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask somebody for a new perspective. How else are you supposed to learn? You cannot stay within your own box and expect to learn new ways of thinking. You have to see, you have to experience, you have to ask. And if you find someone that can teach you a new culture, even a new language, or a new perspective on seeing your own life, listen to them. You may not take their advice. You may not follow their road, but their words, their wisdom will stay with you, and it will give you a new insight to what's around you. If you find someone that talks constantly of something that brings you down, move on. These are not the right people for you. Expand on yourself. Expand on your knowledge. Read a book. You've heard that before. Everybody has said that before. But it's not so much the language that you can learn. The art of the language itself is very beautiful. It is more along the lines of, what knowledge will you gain? What will your mind think of? What will the pictures be? How can you draw those out to apply to what's going around you? Don't be limited to what you see around you, because that is only what your eyes perceive. What your mind perceives is infinite, and what you can learn and apply is infinite. Look into your city and see what's around you, and see where you want those dead ends to be, and see where you didn't want those dead ends to be, and how it affects the makeup of your city. Every decision reflects on who you are. The direction of your life is in your own hands, no matter how desperate the moment in time is to you. No one else has your perspective. No one else has lived your life, has seen and heard the things that you have. No one feels like you. No one expresses like you. As I sit here and record this video, I am reminded of who I am and where I am. I have my children that come in to ask me questions as I'm recording. I have my youngest whose diaper I had to change in the middle of this video. As I'm sure you've heard my bird singing in the background. This is my city. This is where I am. And as I reflect upon my life, and as I reflect upon what is going on now, although times may be frustrating, although I may be frustrated with what I am doing at night, or when things are silent and I can look at myself, I am happy where I am. I am happy with my family. I am happy with my husband. I am happy with the environment that I have created around me. But that does not mean that some days are hard. That does not mean that some days are tragic. Envision what you want around you and what life you wish to lead. Don't let anybody stop you, and make it for yourself.